so they should be able to hear us, I think, at this stage. So, why don't you come over here?
Okay.
Why don't you come over here?
Let's try this again.
Yep. Which is unfortunate because that intro was killer.
That intro was spot on.
Spot on. All right. Can folks hear us? Meow. All right. They may not be on the. They may not be on the chat. They might just have shared the
video.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I got one person that says I can hear, so I'm gonna let Lona speak for everyone, and I'm gonna do the intro. All right. Let's try this one more time. Once again, folks, thank you very much for joining us this morning, and I hope that it's as sunny a day in wherever you are. I think you're in Fredericton. Wherever you are, district teachers. I hope it's as sunny there as it is here. It's a beautiful day. And welcome to our private event this morning where we are going to be painting the beach daisies that is right here on our image. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that we have 5 different colors that we should have, and I was told that you all have that, which are red, yellow, blue, black, and white. And then we are using you already got started, he's quick. You got a little mixing plate here with and a half glass of water for rinsing out the brush or drinking if you like, if you get thirsty, a couple napkins. And we have 3 brushes we're using today. We're using a small, a medium, and a larger brush. And that is mainly because we are painting on a 16 by 20 canvas today. And I heard that you folks have a 9 by 12. So the reason that we're doing a 16 by 20 is for like the video purposes. Obviously bigger, it makes it a little easier to show what we're doing and the brush strokes and all of that. And I'll do a little quick shameless plug on our East Coast Art Party online service. I don't know if you folks have ever heard of us before. If you haven't, we do these, well right now we're doing these, due to the pandemic, we moved a lot of our services online, but we still do live events in Fredericton. If you've ever seen Kim over there, she does a fantastic job. But we do a lot of events. We do 10 a week at various times, and if you wanted to watch them again, we've got hundreds of different painting projects in a private group that people get a subscription for, and you get some tips and tricks, and you can pause them and watch them anytime. And there's kids events, adult events, couples events, and all kinds of subjects. Anyway, we're really having a great time doing it. That's all for me as far as the shameless plugs go. Biggest thing today, guys, it's art. Have a great time. Create what you can. Can't go wrong. I mean, I'm sure at the time people looked at Picasso's works and said, those are dumb looking. You never know. So with that being said, we are going to bring in the brightest flower in the entire garden of Prince Edward Island, Damon, who's going to show you how to paint our beach daisies painting this morning. Have fun. Ooh, leave that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right, and we're back.
My best bud.
My best bud.
My
Aww.
best bud.
Oh, that's so cute. Anyway, let's get painting.
Super cute.
So, first thing we're going to do, and why I had this up here, is we're going to make a little tiny bit of brown, and then we are going to lighten that up with a bunch of white. And we don't need very much of it. So I did get started before we realized the sound problem there. But with that large brush, we take a little scoop of yellow, and then a little scoop of red. Trying to get roughly the same amount. And into that, we start stirring in a petit peu de la bleu.
Okay, now we got teachers here, right? So we can't be messing up
That's pretty flawless French right there, in my opinion. What do you got? Jeff's been teaching me.
It's not bad.
We're gonna add a little bit of blue.
All right.
As we're stirring this together, we can reference this little cheat sheet. They're teachers. Maybe I shouldn't call it a cheat sheet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh no. Anyway, if it looks,
I'm sure they'll be okay with it.
They'll be okay with it. I love my job. If it's looking a little too purple, it means you need to add more yellow. If it's looking a little bit too green, you need to add a little bit more red.
How many scoops should they use?
Oh, just like a little scoop of red, a little scoop of yellow, and then pinpricks of blue at a time.
Okay.
Because we don't need very much of this because we're going to add white to it.
Blue being the darkest color, it's probably going to be dominant.
Yes, little bits at a time. And following this cheat sheet, where if it's looking too purple, you add yellow. If it's looking too green, you add red. And if it's looking too orange, you add blue. Very small amounts at a time. So I have barely any right there. Because I'm actually going to hit that with some white.
Un petit peu de bleu.
Jeff told me if I get that tattooed on me, he'll pay for it.
Oh, you so should.
I want to.
Oh, you'll be 70 years old and remembering this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, remember when I had the Un petit peu de bleu?
There we go. So we made just a little tiny bit of brown. And then we added some white to it. So it's a nice light, beachy color. Very light sand. And I always like to wipe my brush off after I mix colors, just because some of the colors are still in those bristles. We are going to take a little bit of this light tanny color on our large brush. We're going to start off at the bottom.
Tanny color.
Tanny color. And then as we work our way up, we're going to start picking up little bits of white. We're going to blend them together so it's a little bit streaky. But we're not going too high. We're just going to about here. It's just a little hint of a beach. Who was your favorite teacher in school, Len?
Mrs. Crooks.
Wow, that was quick.
Yep.
Huh. Mrs. Crooks.
Mrs. Crooks.
What did she teach?
Grade 3, so she taught everything.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
My mother would be very happy that I said that too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They like besties?
Nah, they just, I mean, I know. She was just a really good teacher.
Okay. That's good.
What about you, buddy?
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
Yeah, his name was Mr. D'Artois. We all called him
okay.
Mr. D.
What was that show on TV? Wasn't it Mr. D's?
Yeah, there was a show called Mr. D.
I love it.
But this guy, he was awesome. He was the culinary teacher in high school.
Culinary?
Yeah.
You had culinary in high school?
Yeah, dude.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Okay,
But he was... if you were to, like, see him on the street, he's a biker.
oh God, really?
Big guy, like 12 piercings in each ear, tattoos
Yep.
everywhere,
Yep.
like
Yep.
shaved head and like big beard and like all of that. Like you'd be like, oh yeah, he's a biker.
No way.
But you talk to him and whatnot, sweetest, nicest guy in the world. You know, he was awesome. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, he was a great guy. So Mr. D. we go. We got a little hint of beach in there. Now we're going to clean out our brush and dry it off. Now for this water, we're going to start at the top and work our way down. We're going to start at the top with just some blue going back and forth. And then as we're working our way down, while we still have blue in our brush, we're going to pick up tiny little pinpricks of white and keep streaking that together. And once we get down to this lower area, we're still going to have some blue and white on our brush. And we are going to pick up the smallest, itty bitty pinpricks of yellow.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty pinpricks of yellow. And start blending that in. And that's how we get that little bit of a tealy color in the water. Small amounts of time is key though, because we don't want this to turn green. We want it to stay with a little bit of a tealy kind of color. So let's start at the top with some blue. A petit peu de la bleu, if you will.
If you will. If you will.
I'm just going to paint in this spot so I can lock in my canvas. There you go. A little bit of blue. Back and forth.
How's that costume to paint in?
What?
I'm going to move this up here. People have saw your costume, so I think it should be almost standard that we
Oh yeah, give them
a close-up of the
a better shot.
canvas. It's a little bit angled, so keep that in mind, but this way people can see a little closer. I'm fairly certain this is the Bob Ross angle.
This is the Bob Ross angle, yeah.
Okay, guys.
Okay. We're just gonna paint in this nice little water.
Beautiful sky and its best friend, the beach.
Your Bob Ross voice is getting so much
It's
better.
getting better too, isn't it?
It is. That's awesome.
That's what we'll do sometime. I'll do the voice.
Yes.
And then you just paint. All right, everyone.
You can just commentary the whole thing. I love it.
That actually would be kind of fun.
Yeah. It's gonna happen now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take this blue and spread it across the canvas. Nice and delicate.
Nice and delicate.
Making sure to pick up lots of white to make it spread out evenly. Yeah, we're totally doing that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
another fantastic idea from.
Ideas.
So I'm not sure if I've got a couple people that commented that they follow us. Thank you, Marla. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah. So you can see as I'm working my way down, I'm just picking up more of that white. It's getting lighter as we work our way down. And once we finish off this water, we'll take a little break to let it dry.
Damon, I'm super friendly with 25 letters of the alphabet. I just don't know why.
But
Yeah.
nice. So while I still have that blue and white on my brush, now is about the time I'm going to pick up just a little tiny pinprick of yellow. We're going to lightly brush some of that in there. Might have to pick up just a touch more blue or a touch more white and lightly blend it in so we get some teal going on. Very small amounts at a time though. That is key. If you put a streak on and it looks a little too green or yellow, I just have more blue and white on my brush. I'm just going to brush over top of it lightly. till it turns the color we want it to.
I don't know what's so great about whiteboards.
What?
Well, if you think about it, they're pretty remarkable. Remarkable.
Doesn't he always find the best jokes? Like, these are great.
Pretty relevant, I think.
Yeah.
We've got some educators.
That's what we could.
Pretty remarkable.
Pretty remarkable. Nice and light. And I am going to overlap a little bit of this with our beach so that we don't just have a straight line of water and then sand. Nice and light. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. We can clean off our brushes and take a little break. We will be right back.
Little drying break, folks.
How we doing?
How we doing?
So, one thing I'm going to do before we start making some greens is with that medium brush, nice and light, we're going to add some little waves into our water. And these are going to be kind of down near the bottom here. So I'm using the skinny side of my brush and very, very, very lightly pressing. Like very, very light. Nice and light. There we go. There we go, just adds a little, I don't know what. No. I haven't learned that in French yet. So now we're going to start making some greens. We're going to need a couple of greens for this. So we're going to start with yellow. And then we are going to add in
A petit peu de bleu.
yes.
I was ready.
A petit peu de la bleu.
Oh, I'm right?
You are right.
Nice.
Now, a couple things with this green. I just want to let you guys know. My green is going to look a little different than the picture that's right there on the screen. Reason being, when that was originally painted, it was done with a blue called ultramarine blue. Since then, because that was a little while ago, we have switched to phthalo blue. And the phthalo blue gives you some brighter colors and whatnot. So I just wanted to let you know, if my green looks a little different, that is why. Don't worry about it. It's just green. We're not stressed about it. You shouldn't be either. It's always a good day when you paint. And
Always a
we
good day
paint
when you
every
paint.
day. Yeah.
Do you know what Flower's favorite song is?
What is a Flower's favorite song?
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing.
So
That's all we got.
yeah, that's it. Hang on to that feeling. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
He was going to say something. Let me just get through this first.
Yeah, no, it was.
We are going to put on that little piece of green in here, and then we're going to let it dry for just a minute before we start working on adding some other greens and those flowers and all that fun stuff. So, I'm using my large brush. You can use your medium brush if it feels a little bit more comfortable that way. And we are just lightly going to put in where our green's going to go. Now, when I'm doing this, it's always better to start a little bit smaller than you think it should be. That way you can make it bigger. Rather than starting too big, can't make it smaller. So I mean, you can even start down here, but we know it's got to be bigger than that. And we know it's got to be bigger than that. There we go. So everything in here, with a little bit of that green, I'm going to do a little bit of cross hatching. Now we'll be using this technique in a couple of minutes here as well. Cross hatching is when you're using your large brush and you're doing a little brush stroke one way, you're tilting your wrist and you're doing a brush stroke the other way. So it's kind of like you're making an X. So it's a little brush stroke one way, tilting your wrist, and doing a brush stroke the other way. This is to get some texture. All right, what were you going to say there, Lynn? Lost it. It's gone.
Oh, no, what's not gone? What I was going to say is, so when you own a dog, Didn't know that was going to happen.
That was a random button.
Yeah. Anyway, so one thing that Bernadette and I always do, we take songs and then we like turn the lyrics into like Beagle words.
Nice.
So like, Don't Stop Believing is like, don't stop a Beagle.
I like it.
We're a little weird that way.
It's awesome.
Awesome's a strong word, but you know, like we like to have fun.
Dude, I'm wearing a flower.
That's a good point. Good point. Well, you know what? But we're very
That's
secure.
awesome. Yes, we're very secure.
Yes. We got no problems.
Yeah. Ain't no shame here.
Mm-hmm.
That is great, though. Don't stop believing.
Oh my God! Everything's everything's a dog song. Every single song. If something came on, I guarantee you that we've made it into like something to do with hounds or dogs or
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
It's a brighter green than I thought. I know it's the right. I know you're doing. You know, you just did this one or whatever, but it's.
Yeah,
I didn't see the first one being created, so I would have thought it would have been darker, but
right there.
it's layered. Layered.
Like an onion.
Like Shrek.
Like an onion.
Like layers.
Well, see, that's the difference in the greens, too, from that picture versus this one.
What?
The difference in the greens?
Oh, from the original one you made?
Yeah,
the
from
first
that one versus...
Probably, yeah. It's a little. Ours is more saturated.
Yeah. That's because of the blues. That ultramarine blue is more purpley. Wow, we're getting all technical there.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. So pretty. Okay, now we need to make a darker green. So we have that green we just made for this base coat.
Add black.
Well, we
Okay.
will.
Oh,
We will.
really? Okay.
But one little step at a time.
Okay.
With our medium brush, we are going to add in a petit peu de le bleu and then a tiny pinprick of black. Because we're going to be going 2 shades darker, so we need one darker for now to get some of these stems and leaves and darken up this area. And then we're going to be making an even darker one. So let's just add in a little bit of blue and a little pinprick of black. Again, less is more. You can always add more. Hard to take it away. I made a darker green by adding blue and a tiny little bit of black. We're going to start putting in some of these stems and leaves, and then with that medium brush over top of some of this brighter green, we're going to do some more cross hatching so that it builds those layers up. Alright, let's get these stems for these flowers in. So I'm going to use the skinny side of my brush. Let's see, we want it right about there. I might have to make that a little bit darker. When you put it on top of your light green, you want to be able to, excuse me, you want to be able to see it. I'm just going to make mine a little bit darker. Better. starting with just some lines. We're going to be putting some leaves on these.
Looks like Shrek's stubble.
We're not done yet! We're not done
We're
yet!
just gonna create some Shrek stubble.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, Shrek stubble.
Yeah.
And then let's put some little leaves on them. It's just little ovals. Kind of smaller out at the ends, bigger as they get back. So you don't want to overthink them too much. You kind of just want to go with it. They're leaves. So if you have OCD, this part sucks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Asking our organizer how we're doing, and they're a little behind, but we're gonna do a
little break. We'll do some breaks.
we'll do a break. Yeah. So,
I'll do a break as soon as we finish this.
Yeah. Give
Right
people
before we
a
do
little-
another dark green. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take a
Give
break.
people a little time to catch up.
Yeah, no rush or anything. It's all good.
Your voice goes up again. That's all good.
It's all good.
We're not
Don't
worried.
worry.
Don't worry about the people.
So, yes.
You catch up.
While we still have that same color, the last thing we're going to do before we take a break to let you guys catch up is with little tiny crosshatches.
Catch up.
Ha. I think we have a button for that too.
We do.
So see how we're not getting rid of all of that light color? Building up those layers. All about the layers, about the layers.
Yes.
we can take a little break right there. Because we're going to be doing some more dark green. So I'll clean off my brush, I'll dry it off. We'll take a little break, let you get caught up. We'll be right back.
Right back, everyone.
Let's go.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Oh, gotta get that drying green text off there.
Okay, so now we need to make a green that's a little bit darker than that one. And this is for just a few more of these leaves and little accents, and just a tiny touch of cross-hatching down here. We don't want too much. We're doing less than we did before. So again, I'm adding a Petit Peu de la Bleu and a pinprick of black into my green. And with that medium brush again, nice and light. I put one on. I might have to make it just a tiny touch darker. That's why you do little tests. They're all gonna look different. So's mine. That's okay. We're just getting a couple more of those little lines on for some leaves.
These days are flying by, I find.
They really are.
Like it's been so nice this week.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Hoping to get to the beach.
Are ya?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe not today, but soon.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon.
But soon.
And for the rest of your life. What movie's that from?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Oh.
Is it? No, it's Casablanca.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, it's Casablanca.
Oh boy.
Yes. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow.
By the way,
Someday.
I
And
have
for the rest of your life.
I have a surprise for our studio setup here.
You have a surprise for our studio.
Yeah.
Did you get me a puppy?
No, I did not get you a puppy.
Sorry, guys.
Too bad. Kind of wanted a puppy.
I'm like, aw.
No. Stamps off. I want a puppy.
With this dark green, I'm just hitting some of these lighter leaves with just a couple little accents. Now, back to this. You have a surprise for the studio.
Right. Okay.
What'd you get?
Rudely interrupt. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna get a Google Home for our studio.
Oh, nice.
What I'm thinking is that we could, we could be our little assistant here, and we could say stuff like that. Where was that line come from? And see
Yes.
if Google comes up with the answer.
That is brilliant.
Right?
I like it. I like it. Can you change the name of Google, or does it
I
have to stay
wish,
as Hey
man.
Google?
I really wish.
You can't change the name of any of them, eh?
No, not yet.
No. You
But
can
I
change
really
what they
think
call you. Yeah.
I will purchase the first one that we can.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to say something like, "Hey, art party assistant,"
Yes.
and
Yes.
comes
Yes.
up for
Hey,
we
Artie.
could make him a name. Hey, Lenora,
Lenora.
Lenora, the assistant, right?
It's
Lenora.
good. I like it. I like it. That is awesome.
Yeah. Anyway,
That'll definitely come in handy.
I think it will. I think it'll be fun. We
Hey,
can get in
Google.
here and we can be like, all right, we're going to go on a 5-minute break. Hey, Google, set a timer for 5 minutes. And then when it goes off, we come back.
Yeah.
Or,
Hey Google, sing us a song.
hey, Google, sing us a lullaby. Play some wave songs. Play
Yes.
some, play some beach sound.
This is brilliant.
Right?
Oh,
I've got some ideas.
Your ideas rock.
I know. Making some good ideas.
Good ideas.
All right.
All right. All right, there we go. We got some dark green on there. Messy today. Using up a lot of paper towel. just going to give that green just a light little fan for a minute. Because there's some deep red flowers kind of hidden in the back there. We're going to want to put those on. And we're going to accent them a little bit with a tiny touch of white. Then we are going to do our white daisies.
So I'm excited about tomorrow's live event tomorrow night.
Oh,
At
yeah.
my house, the folks here, we got about 20 some odd folks that are watching, but for those of you who don't know, we'll just, again, shameless plug. But we're doing a art party on location. That's what we should call it.
Art party on location. I like it.
Yeah.
It's got a good ring to it.
It does have a good, nice little ring to it. And it's going to be in my kitchen.
Yes. We are going to be cooking and painting.
We're going to be cooking and painting, and we have, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to start with your spinach dip. I think we'll just have that there. We're not making it.
Oh, yeah, because I brought you in some of that.
Correct.
Well, that's good because the spinach dip I originally made on the first cooking one that we did at Jeff's.
Right.
So then bringing it for the second one, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
1 second.
He's a busy man. He just had to go take a call real quick. But yeah, the first cooking show we did at Jeff's house, and I made like a little charcuterie board, taught you how to make some spinach dip and pickled onions and stuff. And you can find that in like our subscribers group if you're a subscriber. If not, you should be. And then Len wants some cooking done at his house, so I'm going over there tomorrow night, and we will be making. What do we settle on? We settled on chicken and shiitake mushroom Alfredo, with of course some garlic baguette. And then for dessert, back in the day when I first moved here to the island, there was a little restaurant called Off Broadway. It's not here anymore, but it was a lovely spot. And they had a dessert that was like famous all over the island. And nothing really to it. It was called Bananas Off Broadway. So I am going to be bringing that back. And I'm going to be making some Bananas Off Broadway for dessert. And then at the same time, we will be painting a lovely picture. Len picked out the picture. It's these nice drippy flowers, very cool. He picked it out because it matches his decor and he wants to keep it after.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow night. I'm excited. Very excited. I like that I can take two things that I really love, painting and cooking, because I was a chef for like 11 years. Painting and cooking and bring them together. It's a good time. All right, enough rambling there. I took some red over to my mixing plate. I'm going to add in a very, very small pinprick of black and white. Very little bit at a time. Of black and white. And it gives us this kind of burgundy color. Really like that color. So it was red, pinprick of black, and white, and we get that burgundy color.
Sorry about that. I had to take a quick phone call there.
Oh, no worries. I was rambling on about our food.
Yeah, so
And what we're making and
So
all
what do
of
you
that.
think? I mean, good idea. We'll start with that. We'll heat it up, and we can.
Oh, yeah,
just
the
kinda-
spinach dip for that while we're doing that.
our curried chicken pasta, right? Is that what we're doing?
The chicken and mushroom Alfredo.
Yes, that one.
That
okay,
one.
whatever one it is, we're doing that.
I thought that's what we agreed on.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's food.
It's food. I can't wait.
It's
And-
chicken.
Yep. And I just got confirmation. Mom is going to be there. There's
Oh,
my
your mom's gonna be there.
gonna
Sweet.
be there.
His mom is awesome. I love his mom.
Yep.
which is great. All right, so
She'll paint.
oh, that'd be great. I'll bring some extra canvases and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Need some canvases, need some aprons.
No worries. I'll hook you up. We got this.
I like it.
We made that little burgundy color, and with our medium brush, we are going to put in some little flowers throughout. And these guys, again, try not to overthink them. We don't want them all to be like the same shape or the same size. Some of them I'll give 3 little leaves to, some of them just 2. It's just like little buds, kind of poking up in different directions. Some smaller, some bigger. We're going to put these on, and then while they're still wet, we're just going to wipe our brush off, take a little bit of white. We'll just accent them a little. Don't worry, I'll take a little break after I do these flowers before we do the white daisies. That way you guys have some time to get caught up.
Oh yeah, I like the white highlights on that.
Yeah, you definitely need those to make them kind of pop out.
Right.
Because you're working on kind of dark greens and dark reds. You need something to There we go. Now we'll take a short little break before we do the white flowers, let you guys get caught up with those ones, because I know I did them a little bit quick.
Nice. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, sorry.
Do we have volume?
Oh
or?
no.
So we were on mute there. I'll give you the.
That's okay. We were just rambling on, so it's you guys didn't miss much.
I'm gonna give you the
Probably
30-second
super
Cole's
quick.
Notes version.
Up of my face.
Hi, folks. Sam stopped by. You should make pies. Okay, I will. If you don't, we'll bug you every 30 seconds until you make a pie. And we're back.
And Sam is now gonna go make a pie.
I'm actually going to the beach, but I will make a pie.
Okay, make a pie.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Sam.
See you, Sam.
Thanks for the cupcakes.
So we got a little dot there, and we're just making these ovals coming off of it for our daisy. There we go. And we'll do the same sort of thing down here. Sam's going to the beach. Now I want to go to the beach.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Just stand in front here for a second. It's hard painting flowers on an angle. Just a bit better. And then, of course, there's a few down here. Same thing. I'll stand in front of these in a second here and see if I need to correct any of them.
Good.
Yeah, you are.
Flowers look good too.
Uh-huh. So whenever you're done with those, with our little tiny brush, we need to take some yellow and white, roughly equal parts, and stir them together. I always add a little touch of white into my yellow because I find it a very see-through color. The white just kind of helps to make it pop. There we go. Words are hard. And this is for a little oval in the center of our flowers. We then add a tiny touch of red into that yellow on our mix-in plate. And we accent those little ovals with that orangey color that comes out. Now, whenever you are finished with accenting those little flowers with that orange, you have to do the most important step of any painting, which would be...
Oh, okay, it did come up. All right.
Sign it! That was nice. We're starting to harmonize.
Yeah, we're very good at it.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and sign that bad boy.
All right.
Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'm going to let Len come on back in.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, folks, district teachers, thank you so much for joining us for today's art party. We're going to leave this kind of picture up there for a little bit, just so that you can take a look at it and see if you can't, get it as close to this as possible. You may put in your own spin on it, of course, but thank you very much for the opportunity to do this private event for you, and certainly appreciate it. And if you have any questions, comments, or if you'd like more information of our online subscriptions and online art parties and in-person ones that Kim's going to be putting on in Fredericton. She's reopening up. Head to our website, eastcoastartparty.com, or follow us on Facebook at East Coast Art Party, facebook.com/East Coast Art Party. Anyway, we're not hard to find. But thanks very much and enjoy the rest of your day. See you.